Welcome back to my channel. My name's Lisa Jane, and if you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you are coming back, thank you so much as always for your continued support. Today's video is going to be extending my summer TBR. So I finish work in a few days time. Today is the I want to say 17th of July. It's a Saturday. And I've come up with this idea that I am going to do my first 24-hour readathon in the summer holidays when I'm off work and I've got time to do it. So I thought, why not get together some more books that I'll be able to choose from in that video. So that is what I've done. Today I'm going to show you my original summer TBR and how I'm getting on with it. You will have seen this in my wrap up and bookish reset, so some of you may be familiar with this already. I will show you the ones I've already read, and then we'll have a quick look at the ones I've got left. And then I'm going to be adding another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, another 8 to this list. So it is ambitious. I highly doubt I'm probably going to get round to all of these in July and August. However, I'm going to give it my best shot. And yeah, we'll just get started with this video. If I put my summer TBR graphic up here, you can see that I have read The Thorn Queen, which is book number 2 in the Rose Bargain duology. I've read Mixed Signals, which is book number 3 in the Love Light series. So we've got Love Light Farms, In the Weeds, Mixed Signals, and then I think it's Business Casual. So I've read 2 books. I skipped the Christmas one last year, and I do need to go back and read that one at some point. I've read Same Time Next Summer off this list by Annabelle Monaghan, and I've also read The Daisy Chain Flower Shop by Laurie Gilmore, which is book 6 in the Dream Harbour series. I've read 5 altogether. Well, I say I've read 5, I've read 4, and I've DNF'd The Secret Garden. I'm really sad about this. It's right here in front of me. This is a beautiful edition, and I picked it up thinking it's a classic, I'm going to really enjoy it, and I got to chapter 5 and some things were mentioned in it that didn't sit right with me, so I will maybe go into that a little bit more in my wrap up video. But yeah, I've decided to DNF, and I don't even know whether I want to keep this copy on my shelf, which is such a shame because it's absolutely gorgeous. So that is 5 off the summer TBR. So on there we have left When in Rome, Project Hail Mary, Broken Country, Rights of the Starling, Book Lovers, Darling Daffodil's Farm, and The Names. When in Rome, Project Hail Mary, and Broken Country, they were all on my July TBR, and I can confirm I've not read one of them books right now, and you will see why in a further video. But yeah, they are still waiting to be read, so we will see. And then what I want to do now is just go through the books that I'd like to add to my summer TBRs. I'm going to do a 24-hour readathon. I thought it'd just be nice to gather a few books ready for that video so that I've just got a few to grab. And these are newer books to my TBR. I think I said I had 8 books added. I've actually got 13 because I forgot about my 5 Kindle books that I'm going to put on this list as well. So the 8 physical books that I'm going to be adding to the 7 we already have left, I know, call me crazy, is The One Day You Were My Husband by Rosie Walsh. I've mentioned this a few times now. I haven't seen anybody else read it. I got the sprayed edge edition from Asda. And this is I think it's like a thriller type of book, but it's first set 12 years ago on a beach in Thailand. As the sun sets on their perfect day, armed men swarm the island, and her husband was taken, never to be seen again. So I just think it might be giving me them summery feels, which is why I've chosen this one. I then have My Friends by Frederick Backman. I have read nothing by this author before, but this book looks really summery, and I think it does say Yeah, 25 years ago, a group of teenagers found solace in each other during one unforgettable summer. So this is a good option to put on. We then have The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. This is a book where some friends go away together to reconnect, and they go on a girls' trip to Italy, and I just thought that's going to be like, give me them summery feelings. But I also think this might be a bit of a thriller mystery. And I know the pastel bookshelf, Carly, loves or really like this book, so she's given me the urge to want to pick this one up. I also have a quick cutesy one, and that is the Matcha Maker Cafe by Lily Shen. You know, this is just a cute little romance. I was supposed to get around to it in the spring. As you can see, it's got like the spring blossom, but I just didn't. So this could be a potential option. We also have Fever Dream by Elsie Silver. This is book number 1. I think it's called the Emerald Lake series. And I'm assuming it's going to be a summer kind of book. It looks it from the front cover. But I just love this Works edition because it's actually got some art inside. And then we have some on the back as well, which is lovely. Which I really like for a paperback. I've not seen that one done before. So yeah, we've got this one. Then have a new one that I've just recently picked up in the last week or so, and it is In Stormy Weather by Chelsea Curto. I know this author is famous for the DC Stars series. I think that's what it was called. And I know you can get them on Kindle Unlimited, so they might be something I go back to. But yeah, I really like this one. And again, it's got the sprayed edges. And this one is set in over a scorching Florida summer, but with a record-breaking hurricane season. So I can't wait to delve into that one. The next one is Firefly Lane by Kristin Hannah. This is a book about friendship. It's about 2 women who I think have grown up together. It just says a lifetime of friendship, a moment of betrayal. So obviously something happens and we see it all play out. But it just says in the turbulent summer of 1974. So yeah, another one that takes place over the summer. And I think this is a 2-book series. So I think there is another one. I can't think what it's called, but there's a book number 2 to this. And the final physical book that I'm going to put on this extended summer TBR is Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. This is really popular right now. Again, I think it's got some thriller elements and some historical elements, so I'll be intrigued to read this one. I don't know if this is a summer book, but I just want to read it in the summer. And I think you have chosen this as my subscribers choose one of the books for my August TBR, and I think this one is the one that won it. So spoiler alert to that one, but yeah, I'll be intrigued to get to that one. I also have 5 Kindle books that I've recently bought for like 99p each. They are Dolly All the Time by Annabelle Monaghan. I've read now a couple of her books this year, and although I didn't particularly like a plot line in one of them, I still did enjoy her writing. I think I've said this many a time, and I'm really looking forward to this one. I've also got a book by Alexandra Potter. Now, I've read her Confessions of a 40-something up and loved them 2 books. Found them really funny. I just love the characters in them as well. I wish she would do some more in that series. She's got 2 books, but she's now brought out, I think it was one of her older books, but it's been republished, and it is called So I Met This Guy. And yeah, I just can't wait to read it because they're always a fun time, and I just think reading it in the summer will be great. The next book I'd like to get to, and I think this gets mixed reviews, is The Compound. And this is by, is it Isla Rawle? I do apologise if that's wrong. But this is, I think it's like a celebrity, or sort of they get dropped off in an island. and it's like a competition. I could be completely wrong with that though. Please do go and check the synopsis for this one. But yeah, it just sounds like a real fun summer read. But yeah, it does get mixed reviews. Another one I want to try is The Someday Garden by Ashley Poston. I've not read any of her books. However, I've now seen on Kindle Unlimited that we can get, in the UK or where I live in my area, I can get The Dead Romantics, and there's definitely another one that I can read for free. And I can't think what it was. I've got 2 books on there. But yeah, so I can go back and read her older ones, but I would like to read this one. And I think this is like magical realism. I think that's what she's known for. I also have the last book on my list, which is Into the Blue by Emma Brodie. This is her debut novel, as far as I'm aware. It's an emotional romance, but again, I think it's set in the summer, or the first bit of it is definitely set in the summer, and then I think we move forwards. And yeah, I just can't wait to get to this one and see what it's all about. So I have 7 books left on my original Summer TBR, but then I've put an additional 13 books onto it, sort of off the record onto it, but these are books I can choose from when I'm doing my 24-hour readathon. Like I say, I can't wait to do that. It'll be my first one. I've bought like a little timer so we can, you know, stop the time, set the time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, that is my extended summer TBR. I hope you enjoyed this short, quick video. I just wanted to sort of show you what's in my mind, because obviously when I first set my summer TBR a couple of months ago, I will link the video down below. I know I've spoke about the books, but I probably speak about them in a little bit more detail in that one. Obviously these books that I've just spoke about, these quick 13 that I've random fired off, they weren't on my TBR at that point, so I just didn't think about them, and that's why I wanted to add them now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Take care everyone. Bye bye.